60% of product marketers we spoke to for our latest State of Go-to-Market report said that their organization underinvests in the product launch process. And as many as 30% said that their company doesn't have a defined, repeatable process for go-to-market. So if you're a PMM who feels like you have one arm tied behind your back when it comes to GTM, then you're certainly not alone. But the good news is that there are steps you can take to transform and enhance your business's GTM strategy. Hey, I'm James and welcome back to the Product Marketing Alliance YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to explore what is possibly the most vital element of product marketing, GTM, or go-to-market strategy. We'll start by looking at what a go-to-market strategy is before taking you through some GTM FAQs and finally some expert guidance on how you can create a killer go-to-market strategy in just 7 key steps. Are you ready? Let's dive right in. A go-to-market strategy encompasses all the elements that drive a business, like marketing, content, customer intel, brand development, and so on, to provide a clear action plan for launching and scaling a new product. That's a handy explanation, but what does it really entail? A strong GTM strategy details competitive positioning, ideal customer profile, distribution channels, promotional tactics, and sales enablement practices that will be used not only to commercialize the product, but also accelerate its adoption in the marketplace. That's right, it's all about customer centricity. A go-to-market strategy should heighten your market awareness and ensure the organization doesn't waste money, time, and resources releasing a product to a market that simply isn't interested. Remember, poor product market fit and oversaturation can hinder a new product launch, even if that product is well-designed, innovative, and highly sought after. So be sure to take this into account when putting together your meticulous go-to-market plan. Now let's tackle some common questions and misconceptions about go-to-market. How is a go-to-market strategy different from a general marketing strategy? A general marketing strategy focuses on how you can reach your target market and deliver value to that audience. A go-to-market strategy, on the other hand, pulls together all of the elements that drive a business. We're talking marketing, customer intel, sales, brand development, to provide an action plan for how you can better reach your customers. A GTM strategy's focus is on being aware of the market you're looking to launch in. Who needs a go-to-market strategy? A GTM strategy is for anyone looking to launch a new product in an existing market, launch an existing product in a new market, or test a new product's market for growth. What is the go-to-market model? The go-to-market model is a plan that details how you can promote a product to attract the interest of customers and gain a competitive advantage over other companies in your market. Why are go-to-market strategies important? The real question that's on your mind, what is the point of a GTM strategy? Well, prioritizing a go-to-market strategy can massively improve your organization, products, and customer relationships. Here are just a few benefits. Quicker time to market, reduced financial risks of a failed launch, a better experience for customers, a clear plan of action and enhanced direction for all teams, and a clear plan for growth. Developing an effective GTM strategy can be daunting, but trust us, it's more than worth the time and effort you'll put in. Who's responsible for a go-to-market strategy? Typically, a product marketer or GTM owner is responsible for the go-to-market strategy, and these teams tend to work best when reporting to marketing while being backed by executive teams. What are go-to-market roles? Your GTM team should be made up of a multitude of representatives. Key players in this game include product marketing, sales or sales enablement, customer success, and pricing. It's not always necessary, but it's worth considering having a GTM manager or owner to help coordinate the team and track the project's progress. The more, the merrier. Okay, now we've gone over the basics and those frequently asked questions, let's get to the best part, how to create a go-to-market strategy. Step number 1, consider your customer. The first step in preparing your GTM strategy is to figure out who will be making the final purchasing decisions and why they'll be purchasing your product. According to Harvard Business Review, on average, there are 6.8 people in every organization making purchasing decisions for a single sale. These people make up the buying center, so let's take a look at their profiles. It's worth noting that some of the people involved in the buying process might take on more than one of the following roles. First up, we have the initiator. This is the person who first shows interest in purchasing your product or starts the buying process. Next, there's the user, the person who will actually be using your product. Then there's the influencer, who convinces other members of the organization that they need your product. The decision maker then gives the final purchase approval. The buyer owns the budget. The approver is usually someone in the C-suite who gives final approval and pushes the initiative on a larger scale. And finally, there's the pesky gatekeeper who may get in the way of your product being approved for purchase, so watch out for them. Once you've identified the job titles for each of these profiles, you'll need to dig deeper in understanding their roles, their objectives, and most importantly, their pain points. Arming yourself with this information allows you to create a GTM strategy that offers solutions and addresses each of their requirements. You'll also be using this research to create effective messaging, utilizing buyer personas, which brings us on to our next step. Step number 2, messaging. Buyer personas are fictional representations of your ideal customers. They're created using a mix of research and real data. You can conduct interviews or share surveys, and it's a good idea to collaborate across departments too. Your buyer personas typically include your customers' demographics, behaviors, pain points, and the value you can provide them with. Once your buyer personas are completed, you'll need to take the information you've gathered and turn it into marketing messaging. Let's say your product is a pair of sleek, top-of-the-range headphones. You'll likely be targeting music lovers, podcast listeners, gym goers, and so on. Their age might range from 28 to 45. They might research via social media or look at reviews online. Their job title may be professional, and their behavioral habits will all likely be active and tech-savvy. And their pain points? They're frustrated with their old, outdated pair of headphones. They want something more aesthetically pleasing and with a wider range of functions, all at a relatively modest price. Now that you've identified the key details about your target audience, it's time to get your messaging right. Illustrate how your product is the one for them. Address their pain points, tell them about the unique features and enhanced usability of your product, and how investing in your solution is the key to getting an enriched, audio-centric life. Let's say your product is a cloud-based phone system. In this case, you're targeting the initiator, the person who is likely to first show interest in buying your product. Their problem is that with their current system, they can't accommodate remote workers, so they're missing out on quality new recruits. Plus, their existing teams are getting frustrated with an outdated system they have to use every day. Now you've identified the initiator's pain points, it's time to show how your product can address them. Your system would allow their employees to work from anywhere in the world, plus it would remove post-call admin, increasing the number of calls that could be made. This is the value your product can offer to the initiator. Now you want to turn that value into clear and concise messaging that will appeal to the initiator. Attract and retain top talent all over the world with our state-of-the-art cloud-based phone system. This process needs to be repeated for each of the profiles we looked at earlier. Step number 3, message testing. Once your messaging has been finalized, it's time to take it for a test run. Think long and hard about where your audience is. Are they likely to visit LinkedIn, or is Instagram more their speed? Do they look at trusted review sites to aid their purchasing decisions? Look at where your conversions are low and take your money elsewhere. Try something new on X. Test out Facebook ads. And if you're not gaining traction, move on and try something new. Step number 4, understand your journey. With your personas and now messaging set, you'll need to explore your customer's journey from both perspectives, the buyers and your companies, to tailor your marketing efforts. The journey looks a little like this: awareness, consideration, conversion, loyalty, and the one we all dream of, advocacy. The awareness stage is at the very top of the funnel. At this point, your audience knows their problem and that they want it to be solved. They start conducting research. Maybe they know a little about your product, but are nowhere near ready to make a commitment. The content you create at this stage of the funnel needs to grab their attention from the get-go. It could be a clever blog post, video, or white paper. The consideration stage is right in the middle of the funnel. Your prospect has maybe downloaded an ebook you offered for free through your website, and maybe they've realized your product can solve their problem. They're considering making a purchase, but they're not quite there just yet. The bottom of the funnel is the decision stage. The prospect is so close to a decision it's palpable. They just need a gentle nudge over the finish line. Why not offer a product demo or a free sample or trial? Every company divides the buyer's journey differently, with marketing usually taking ownership of the top of the funnel. However, once a lead reaches the decision stage, it's the sales team's time to shine. Step 5, strategize. Now you have all the pieces you need, it's time to put them together and create your very own GTM masterpiece. During this stage, certain variables will shape your strategy, including budget, market size, and how your sales cycle works. See how much money you have to play with, revisit the points made so far, have your product positioning as a reference point, and answer the following key questions. Were some messages more impactful than others? Which channel was most effective during testing? Which channels didn't work? Did certain target audiences gain more traction than others? When in the cycle does a prospect qualify as a lead? How do prospects prefer to be communicated with? How can you help the sales team get more conversions? What can you do to remove the gatekeeper's uncertainty? And what assets do you need to produce to target certain stages of the funnel? Provided you do everything right and answer honestly, this will give you a clear-cut indication of your ideal channels to use for your marketing, what messaging you'll use across each channel, which people you should be targeting, the resources and contingencies you need to put in place for your sales team, and the content you need to generate. There's nothing worse than having multiple people pull in different directions, so create a timeline, keep a tight rein on things, and prevent anything from slipping through the net. Step number 6, write your content. Irrespective of whether it's going to be sitting within the product marketing department itself or within marketing, you need to create a bank of content to help you deliver your GTM master plan. Step 7, measure your success. So now your GTM strategy is in place, but before you go flying out the traps, you need to define what success looks like. After all, what's the point in putting in all this hard work if you have no idea whether it's been worthwhile? Have a set of ambitious yet attainable goals in place to ensure you can track your performance more consistently. If things aren't working, don't be afraid to go back to the drawing board and reevaluate. Look after the numbers and the numbers will look after you. Ignore them and they'll turn your dream product launch into a nightmare scenario. So there you have it, your complete guide to creating your very own GTM master plan. We really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.